Hey everybody, Steve Arvey at the Dallas International Guitar Show. I'm with Paul Hollis from Swat, Amplifiers. I was walking around, I heard this amplifier, I said, man, I gotta play these amplifiers right here at the show, and what a sound. You're gonna hear that coming up. And all of a sudden, I'm in love with this amplifier, and I wanna let you people, all my fans and musicians out there know about these amplifiers. How are we today, Paul?
Doing good. Been a great show so far.
I know, what a great show.
Yeah. So many guitars. I've never seen so many guitars in one place at one time. Great guitars.
This is your first show here?
It is.
Yeah, well, and you're based out of Austin, Texas?
Austin, Texas.
Right, Austin, Texas. Great sounding amplifier. Tell me a little bit about how you started and
Well, actually, the founder, Jack Kay, had the original concept, came up with the original version of this full-up custom amp. I came on board later and we shrunk it down to a nice size little Swat hybrid amp, hybrid amp, and been working with it for about 3 years now.
Okay.
Doing a lot of the design kind of stuff, working out the wrinkles.
Is Jack around today?
He is. Well, in fact, let me bring Jack Kay over here.
There's Jack Kay right here, folks. Hey Jack, how are you? Nice to see you. And wow, what a great show! How did you come up with this fantastic amplifier?
We wanted something analog, of course, and we wanted to be aggressively analog. And
for a lot of people, what does aggressively analog mean for some of the younger generation?
It's all the buzzwords that you hear. We're all tube, all the time, point to point, hand wire, one place coming in, two holes going out, straight through, all tube, all analog.
All right.
So all analog all the time. But then the question is, which analog amplifier do you build? The British version or the American version? So what we did with our Swats, we put both tone stacks in, British and American, then we break them down to the subcomponent parts and allow the artist to mix and match British American circuitry to get their tone to match what they envision and what they feel. So after we've gone through, and you can see from the 4 switches where we've broken the subcomponents of the tone stack down, I can either be British, I can be American, or I can be many combinations in between. Now add to that the ability to have various gain theologies. And between these 4 switches and this gain theology, we present you with 64 options of analog, aggressively analog, building blocks, so if you can envision an amp, you can create it. So we're starting with Steve. First off, he's using our tube hybrid amp.
Right.
As you know, the way we've covered 100 watts RMS, he's got plenty of power. He's using one of our smallest cabinets. It's designed to travel on an airplane, so you can take the thing with you, even though this will power everything from a single cab up to 2 410s, 412 cabs if you need. We've started Steve off in an all-American setting. You'll notice as we go from American to British settings, and the lights change colors, so if you're in a dark room, you know blue coats and red coats, blue for American settings, red for British. And I think, Steve, since we want to make this amp all about Steve, or all about the artist, Steve liked the settings with the first 3 positions being in the American and the 4th one being a British. Right. Then he liked a little more gain, I'm guessing here, Steve, like so. And I'm not sure where you had these.
Well, I was just adjusting them in a different. I think one of the great things with this amplifier is, as Paul said, before you do your treble and bass, use the presence. But so.
The present, this on our amp, the presence knob really does something. What it does is it grabs the mid frequencies and the high in unison, and it either pushes them back if you're looking for a darker sound, hit something there, or we can bring them forward.
Wow, yeah, that's
bring
what
brightness
makes.
out.
Sorry to interrupt you, but that's what I like that makes this amp.
And
really.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
We want to do what you like. At the end of the day.
Well, I think a lot of guitar players would like that.
We want to make this amp go to Steve instead of Steve have to change what he plays to fit the amp.
So I had some kids come by here yesterday playing some heavy metal on there. We show how we can get more of a grunge sound.
Oh boy. Everything that we changed in your tone right then, we did it with the underlying circuitry. Notice that all your knobs are still primarily in the 12 o'clock position,
right,
which means you still have maximum overhead or underhead, if you want to think about it, to modify your settings or fine-tune for the venue that you're in.
And now our master, look at how much room we got too. And guess what, everybody? It goes to 11.
Yes, sir.
It goes to 11.
And we only use prime numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. As Bill said, 9 ain't a prime number, but he gets a pass because of the Beatles.
Fantastic. The great thing about this, you put it right into your pedal board. Bam, you've got it right there. You don't have to worry about carrying around an amplifier. You just put it in your pedal board case and you're off to wherever you need to go in the world.
Okay, Steve, what we've done is we've taken the same patented circuitry that we have in our flagship amplifier and we've married it into a form factor that'll fit on your pedal board. What makes us unique is you'll notice that we have American flag and a British flag, which represents both American circuitry and British circuitry in the same amp. Then we've broken those circuits down to their basic individual parts, and we give you building blocks for an American amp and a British amp and allow you to mix and match. You can be all British, you can be all American, or you can have 64 combinations of British American circuitry, so you build your own amplifier on the fly. Okay, and the interesting thing here too, Steve, is we take our aggressively analog preamp with two 12AX7s. We've married that to a small 100 watt Class D audiophile quality amplifier. So we make all our tone here, and then we use the Class D amp in order to drive your speakers, keeping our aggressively analog sound. Also notice, we're made in the USA. This is a complete amplifier. Notice also voltages 110, 220. Take it anywhere in the world. 2.5 inches by 7 inches by 9 inches, 4.5 pounds.